Hey Flutes, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at a page, a supplemental page. It's not in the original packet that we gave you. It's an additional sheet that you will find in the music section on Canvas. This one is entitled Flute Finger Ninjas, and this is page 15 of the packet. This is going to be working some finger wiggling back and forth that can somewhat be problematic for flutes. So this is an exercise page that you're going to want to work on quite a bit to be very familiar with these finger movements. So some of these notes may be a little bit new to you. We're going to be focusing today on lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is involving two different notes. We're going to be working on E flats and the F, the fourth line F. So let's take a look, first of all, at the fingering for the E flat. So E flat, there are some alternate fingerings for these as well, but we're going to be using the long thumb here. So thumb, and then on the front side, I'm going to be doing 2, 3, and on the bottom 4, 5, 6, and pinky. Let's review that again. Thumb, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pinky. So everything is down except for first finger. Now, as you are holding, make sure that you're not lifting the first finger. So I will sometimes show you this so that you'll know what I'm doing, but we're going to keep that finger just hooked right over there over the first keypad so that it's nice and close by. And I'm cradling here in the lower part of the first finger joint there. Making sure my thumb is pulled back and I have a nice, beautiful C shape to my fingers here. So this is the E flat, thumb, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pinky. Go ahead and try that. Now, we're going to be playing this note in big, fat, hairy whole notes. Each one of these measures is the same note, E flat. And in between, we're just going to be resting and taking a nice big full breath, ready to come back in. So I don't want you to move your fingers. I don't want you to move your face, except to take the breath. We're focusing on the breath and making sure that our fingers are firmly pushing down on the keys so that we get nice, beautiful sound. You start the metronome. So if you would, sit tall in your chair. Make sure your body is facing the corner of the chair and that your feet are facing the corner of the chair, and then you're turning your body. Okay, E flat, thumb, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pinky. All right. When you feel comfortable with that one, we're going to go on to the next note. The next note, line 2, is your fourth line F. Very important note in flute world. And for this note, we're going to keep using the thumb. We're going to add that first finger back down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and pinky. So we have in effect lifted the bottom two fingers and laid down the first one. Okay, thumb 1, 2, 3, 4, pinky. Here is the high F. Okay, now, so when I first started this, I played the low F. So that's low and slow air. And then to make that high F sound, you need to pull in the corners of so that the aperture is smaller, blow the air faster so you get the higher pitch. All right, so we're going to be playing the high F. Tap, tap, breathe. Make sure pinky's touching metal here. we have the two notes. Once you are comfortable with playing an E flat and playing an F, then we need to go to line 3, where we're going to alternate between the two of those pitches. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky in flute world. So E flat, everything's down except the first finger. On the F, we're going to put the first finger down and then pick up 2 and 3. So we have this motion that's going to be happening. So you'll need to practice this slowly. So E flat, F, E flat, F, E flat, F. And this is something that you need to just sit around and practice without trying to play the notes, just moving the fingers back and forth in this motion. So you will notice as you're doing this that you have some fingers that don't move at all. So second and third and thumb don't move, and pinky doesn't move. And your first finger doesn't move. But everything else does. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, when you feel comfortable with that, we'll do line 3. So line 3, we were alternating between E flat and F. E flat, 2 and 3. Change. Move. So you will need to practice this line a lot before you're ready to go on to line number 4. Line number 4 is essentially the same thing. We're going back and forth between E flat and F, only now we're not going to hold for 4 beats in between. We're just going to take a 2-count breath and come back in. So we're just getting faster. I do want you to notice that the last measure here is different. We're going to come back down here. We haven't done that before, so just be prepared for that little moment that it's different. All right, so I'm beginning on E flat in half notes. Tap, tap. Move. Move. This one's different. How'd you do? All right. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit challenging for flute players. So go back and repeat the exercise until you feel comfortable. When you are ready, we'll go on to line number 5. Line number 5, I'm not going to take a break between the movement between the two notes. I'm going to move directly. This means that I have to lay down those fingers at exactly the same moment in time, and I have to lift fingers at exactly the same moment in time, or else weird things happen to my notes. Okay, so we're going back and forth between E flat and F, rest 4 counts in between. Then we're going to go backwards, go from F to E flat. Then we're going to do E flat to F again, and then backwards again from F to E flat. So there is a pattern to this, and it's that we're going to repeat the pattern. All right, here's E flat to F. Don't move. We're starting on F. Don't move. We're starting on E flat. Going down. How'd you do? All right. Go back and practice these exercises daily until you feel comfortable with that motion and can do it without making mistakes. Once you can do lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cleanly, then you're ready to move on to the second half of this page, which will be a separate video. So thanks for coming by today. We'll see you on the next lesson.